Well, today's Monday. It is the 26th, I think, 26th of February 2024, and we're back down in Palmanova, and we didn't think we were going to get out today, and then we saw that the football team, Real Mallorca, were going to go on a trip for tomorrow for the semi-final of the Copa del Rey, so we thought we'd go and wave them off, but we couldn't get there. There was so much traffic, the roads were closed, and well, we just had to come for a walk, so we've come down to Palmanova.
For a change.
For a change. And as we parked up and started to walk down, we bumped into Eduardo and his wife, and it was really nice because Eduardo comments on most of the videos, and he knows, I think he knows as much about us as we know about us, so he was telling us about our trip to England that he's been following with the videos, and he knew we'd come back. Yesterday we went to Palmanova, and the sea was really rough, and as we just came down here I thought it was really calm, and I'm now seeing some quite big waves just hitting the beach. It's been raining all morning, and so we didn't go out. Anita managed to get some Lego sorted, so she's been constructing her Lego. It's actually taken her 2 days to do, but anyway, it's finished now, and she's now got to decide where she's going to display it. There is a video that we've made of that, so I'll put that one up as well. And I managed to do a little bit of lasering, so some experiments with my laser machine, so I was busy as well this morning.
It's not 2 days long, by the way.
And just as we were walking down, noticed the temperature was 16 degrees. 16 degrees. It's gone a little bit chilly compared with what it was before. Well, yeah, taxi prices, and I'm sure people are going to be interested in taxi prices. So, taxi prices from Palmanova, it says. So, if you want to get the airport, the taxi's there. Look, there's one pulling up. If you want to go to the airport, it's 37 euros normal times. If you're going in the evenings or on the weekends or on holiday, then it's 42 euros. If you just want to go to Palma, towards the centre, 21 to 24 euros depending on the time of day. Fan, if you wanted to go there, that's the big supermarket place there, that's 32 or 34 euros. And Mallorca Fashion Outlet, 37, 42 euros. That's a lot of money to get there, to spend some more money. But you can catch the bus, of course, and the bus will take you right into Palma, and then get the bus to wherever you want to go to, and that's probably going to be a much cheaper way of doing it, I suppose, unless you're a family of 4, and then it could be more expensive. I don't know. So in Palmanova we were watching really big waves coming in from quite a distance. Here in Palmanova it looks quite calm out there, and then it's just some waves crashing down. To notice here, look, Can Blanc is closed. I'm guessing that's because the weather was so bad. They just... No,
I thought it said it was having a rest.
The weather was so bad, I think they just decided today was not going to be that day for them. So they've closed it up. Something happened here. What's going on here? Looks like they might be putting some steps down so you can get to the beach right from the Can Blanc. Still lots of places closed. That's all going to change very, very shortly. Lots more hotels are opening next month. So March, according to the local newspaper, 90% of the hotels in Palmanova and Magaluf are going to be open. And when you have 90% of the hotels open, then you'll start to see the bars and the restaurants and everything else opening up. Hello, how are you?
How are you? All right.
So I think quite a few hotels are going to be opening on the 1st of March, which is, or that weekend. The 1st of March is actually a Friday. If you are coming out on the 1st of March, if you're coming here, or you will be here for that weekend, it's bank holiday, the 1st of March is, throughout the Baleares, so that's all of the islands, Menorca, Ibiza, Formentera, and there'll be lots of celebrations going on, again, all over the island, but we'll probably concentrate in Palma, which is where most of the big festivities are. There's always lots going on for the Baleares Day. Markets, all sorts of things will happen, I think. There was a list of like 200 or 300 different things that were going to be happening all over the island. And we'll just have to have a wander around and see what we can find. But getting back to this football match, so we were going to go to watch the club, the team leave the club at, well, the time they wanted us there was 4:45, so I guess they were going to leave at 5 o'clock, which corresponds to schools finishing, which always means the roads are a little bit chaotic. But it also coincided with the fact that the road outside the club is partly closed. So you can't actually get to it, and well, there were big queues on the motorway, so we decided to come down to Palmanova instead. It's an away match, obviously. Real Sociedad tomorrow night, quite a late one as well, 9:30 kick-off for us, 8:30 in the UK, and well, we'll stay at home and watch it on the TV, I think. We did think about going to the bar to watch it, but that doesn't look as though it might be too good. And the club actually are opening up the stadium. They're going to have a huge screen, and they had originally 1,000 tickets for it. They went like nothing, and then they're free as well, by the way. So they released another 2,000, so there's 3,000, and they've all gone as well. So we couldn't get a ticket for that. And anyway, I think you'd end up sitting outside, and the way the weather's been, it's going to be cold and possibly wet. So maybe better sitting at home with a glass of wine, cheering the team on. So it's interesting to compare the sea here with the sea in Peguera yesterday. There were no surfers in Peguera. We both expected to see surfers, but there were no surfers in Peguera yesterday, and you won't get much surfing on here in Palmanova. But you don't often see waves that big in Palmanova. They don't look very big, but they are quite big for Palmanova, at least this bit beach. We're going to go up the steps now, and we'll catch you when we get near to the top. And yes, a plain blank wall, and what do we get? Graffiti. And I have been reporting that Palma, that's the main city that's over there, have already declared war on graffiti artists. There has been a prosecution or two, and they have promised to clean up any new graffiti within 24 hours, as long as they get notified about it. And they're endeavouring to get rid of the graffiti that's already there. Well, Calvia announced in the last day or two that they're also going to declare war on graffiti. And they've already painted some graffiti out. I think it was in Santa Ponza. So we need to go down and have a look at that. And they too are asking people to let them know if they see anyone actually doing the graffiti, because then they could cut it off at source and they would prosecute.
Oh, there's tons of them.
Or Anita's just spotted processionary caterpillars, and there are lots and lots of them here. So another thing to watch out for.
What is it? Yeah, the caterpillars. Yeah.
Watch out for if you're here. And while it's not too bad. Step over them, don't step on them, because you'll disturb the hairs, and it's the hairs that cause the problem. And a friend of mine, he'd been doing some exercising, put his bag down and took his jumper off, went and did his exercise, came to put his jumper back on and felt a bit funny. When he shook it out, it got loads of these caterpillars and there were no pine trees around,
Oh my
and
goodness.
they come out of the pine trees, but they can travel quite large distances, even though they do go very slowly. And they managed to get inside his jumper, and he's got terrible rashes all down his arms, and his fingers were swelling, so it's getting a bit concerning. So hope you're all right, Simon. And well, it's a message to us all: just be careful these things. We've not had the cold winter to get rid of them, and it's been so mild. We haven't had so much rain to wash them away. We haven't had the strong winds, so the weather has been in their favour. So yes, all this morning it was pouring down with rain. It was really unpleasant, and now it's changed. It's 16 degrees. Yes, it's cold here. It's not like the 6 or 7 degrees that we were experiencing in the south of England, and certainly no wind like they've been having there. And we've even got a few people sitting on the beach. There's no sign of any beach beds being put out yet, but I would expect if people are going to be arriving in 3 or 4 weeks' time for Easter, then we'll have to start getting the beach beds out and the parasols. We've still got thick coats on. Down the steps we go.
The adventures.
So Anita has taken her gloves off. It's getting a little bit warm. Where we are, there's no breeze, so we're in a very sheltered area. I think now that the wind has actually veered around, so it was from the west yesterday, and I think now it's from the north. So we're at the sheltered side of the island. Anyone who's been watching the videos over the last couple of weeks will have seen our eldest daughter Lara. She was actually swimming down here 2 weeks ago. She went on a couple of occasions. She went for a swim in the sea, and it's nothing unusual for her because she does go swimming in England, and she has been swimming in January. I'm not sure whether she's been swimming since she's been back. She was going to go. I think it might have been raining, so I can't go swimming if it's raining and you get wet. Ooh, what's been happening to the Tropico? This is the hotel in front, and we haven't been down for a couple of weeks now, at least a week while we've been away. So I've seen some pictures that other people have put up on Facebook showing some of the progress that's been made, and it's starting to look really good. All the back section is looking very smart, and the front section, all the windows are out. Still got lots of skips here, still lots of building work going on. Really bright in the sun. Oh, now I can actually see. So the block at the back, still some work to be done on the top floor. The windows are all in down below. The block to my right here, and all the doors, all the windows, they're all out. And clearly lots to be done, lots going on at the front. So it's a very busy area. I will keep coming down, keeping an eye on this one, and we'll see what it's all going to turn into. Some people have already said if you go onto the website, there's an impression of what it's going to look like. So maybe you can tell me. Maybe I'll go and have a look. time. Time is it? I didn't put my watch on. Came out. Didn't think I was going to need a watch. It's 5:20 in the afternoon. See how much rainwater there is settling down there and in front of us. But you can also see that in other areas it's dried up very quickly, and that's what happens here. You might have a bit of a storm and it might be quite heavy rain, but it doesn't usually last too long. And when it clears up and the sky is clear, the water evaporates and the temperatures start to go up again. So actually I've got my coat on, and as always I'm wishing I hadn't. This is very warm. Hello.
Hello, you alright?
Thank you. You don't want to go down that way? Well,
Yeah.
Lisa's always looking out for the creepy crawlies that might be dropping out of the trees, but
I'm sure there are here.
you'd expect them to be here, but I can't see them. In years gone by, particularly in the middle of the island, they used to spray the trees to kill the moths that lay the eggs that produce the caterpillars. But it didn't just kill those moths, it killed lots of other species and lots of other animals as well. So the environmentalists said no, find a better way. And so they produced these boxes which attracted the moths, and they put a particular pheromone into them, and the moths were attracted to them, and I'm guessing that had an effect. But you don't see them very often now. There used to be lots of them, virtually every tree. So they're experimenting with other techniques this year. Which is to put a ring around the trees with something in them. Whether that will work, but it's a very, very small number of trees they're experimenting with, so it will have no effect whatsoever for this year.
Some very good news we've had is that we're going to have visitors for Easter.
Ooh. Is this breaking news? Da-da-da-da. What's the breaking news? Who's coming for Easter?
We're keeping it a secret.
Oh, you're keeping it a secret.
Don't know.
Look at the water there. That's just the rainwater. So yeah, I think we've got visitors coming at Easter and later on in April as well. So it's going to get busy. We do have another trip planned before then, though. I'll get more about that one later on. It's nice to see quite a few people out on the walk on the promenade, not the only ones. We're just coming up to the Zell Hotel. It used to be the Calablanca. It used to be a very popular hotel with the tourists from Britain in particular. Lots of my friends have stayed there. It's closed at the moment, but that one will be opening shortly, I think. And this is the Rafa Nadal Melia Group Hotel. And this is just the pioneering Zell Hotel. They have got plans for more of them throughout the world. It's not just going to be here in Mallorca. They're going to be spread around a little bit. That's interesting. Oh, there's something interesting. There's a barrier across. What's that doing? It looks as though they've actually been doing a little bit of work on the promenade. That's obviously
Yes,
other.
you're on Facebook as well.
No, YouTube.
YouTube, yes, YouTube.
We know you.
So you are
Katia.
Katia?
Amelia.
Amelia?
Amelia, yes. I'm Marida.
Ah, it's been lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you, girls.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
See you.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, that was nice to meet 3 young girls who watch our videos. So here's me thinking it's only the
Older.
retired generation, and it's nice to see that there are some younger ones as well. And one of them actually is the niece of, or cousin of Naz, Naz, who we've met, and has an apartment here which hopefully they'll be coming to soon. Oh, I like that.
Very nice.
I did think beforehand I should have brought some of those key rings, and I haven't brought any.
Yeah.
I haven't got anything. Bars, they'll all be opening up, I imagine, around Easter time. And Easter being early, so it's March, so just about 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks away. Less for some of them. There's the Santa Lucia. Someone was asking me where to come. I think it was Jacqueline actually. Where to come to in Palmanova. Well, lots of our friends stay here at the Santa Lucia, and it's right by the promenade and close to all the bars and everything else. Very convenient. And the other one is just around the corner, is the San Matias. Nice to see some blue sky. This is the terrace to the Santa Lucia, which has got this nice glass wall, which I imagine even this time of the year, if they put the sunbeds out, people would be on the sunbeds and they'd be sheltered from any breeze that might be coming in. And this is where Claire and Shauna stayed over the last couple of years. They're having a change though. 2024. Shauna's going to be staying at the San Matias Hotel. That's the one just around the corner, and this is the beach that we're coming to now. It's called the San Matias Beach, and the hotel's actually called the San Matias Beach Hotel. There was some excitement last year as one of the boats here, one of these yachts, got washed up in a storm and stuck on the beach for a few days. Eventually managed to get refloated.
Ducks.
Got our feathered friends. They're the ones who are staying at the moment at the Santa Lucia Hotel. How are you finding the hotel, by the way? Yes, you like the pool? Ah, yes.
Well, they like the film Migration, actually. We went to see that in England.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Just come to say hello. Enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thinks he's Dr. Dolittle.
I think people think I'm mad. So, I thought you were going to say, oh, they're right. Hey, you've got to have a smile, haven't you, in your life?
Lots of people down there. Seems to be crowded.
This is the San Matias. San Matias Beach. It is very busy down here. And I'm hearing a lot of Spanish voices from our sort of age group, so I'm guessing there may be some of the hotels open somewhere around here, and the pensioners get subsidised holidays, and they're really great value. They provide you with the flight, the hotel and all the food for a fraction of the price that you would normally have to pay, and they're run mostly in the winter time, and some of them can come to Mallorca, so we'll get people from the peninsula, from the mainland, coming over to Mallorca for a week or 10 days holiday, and it's full board, so bed, breakfast and evening meal, they have to pay for their own drinks there. And I've looked at it and I find it quite interesting, but and suggested that now we're pensioners, we could do this, but Anita says, no, not going to go on holiday with old people.
You can go, darling.
But they do holidays. I'm not interested in beaches, but particularly we don't go onto the beach, but they do more cultural things where you can go and visit towns and cities, maybe for a long weekend or 4 or 5 days, and enjoy some of the things that happen in those towns and cities. Visit some of the buildings. It's a good way to see Spain. We used to do something similar, but it was following the football, and we would go to away matches, and we'd go for a weekend or a long weekend and have a look around a Spanish city while we were going to see a football match. But, well, we haven't done that since COVID, and the friends that we used to go to are not so keen on travelling anymore, so it's not happened. This is the San Matias. They'll be getting ready to open. I'm not sure when they open. Just check. They're not open yet, obviously. And then quite a few places I've seen advertised are going to be opening on Friday, which is Baleares Day. So a good day to open because the weather's good. You'll have lots of people out because people won't be working. And a good example looks to be CISOs. If you can see now, CISOs are getting all the tables and the chairs, the parasols, and they have big screens to show the TV or to show the football matches. So they're going to be opening in the next few days. They've got a couple of days when the weather's not going to be so nice. We've got these little storms, and they're only little storms that keep passing over. One of them went over Puerto Poyensa on Saturday, and we had a little bit of rain on Saturday morning, but they had torrential rain and hail, but intense hail. And the photograph I saw in the newspaper, actually posted by the Met Office, the Spanish Met Office, showed what looked like thick snow, but it was actually hail, and the ground was completely white, giving quite dangerous driving conditions. But it's very localised, so it was only over a little bit of the north of the island, centred around Puerto Poyensa. And because we've got such high mountains, it does attract those sort of storms, most of them being in the high mountains, and hopefully helping to replenish some of the water in the reservoirs, because we've had such a little amount of rain during the winter time. The reservoirs are quite low, and it's a similar story over much of the rest of Spain. Barcelona, all the way down to the south. The Malaga, Marbella areas have been really suffering with a lack of rain. How much further do you want to go, dear?
Let's head back.
Head back now, she says. So we've got places like the Olive Tree up there, and our new favourite, which is called Calvia.
Oh yes.
Calvia Beach. Yes. Anyway, it's a nice place near to the olive tree,
Go there again.
and we would definitely be going there in the summer. And
Angela
then
would like it there. Take Angela there.
yeah, well, we went there the last year, didn't we? Yeah.
Oh, we did. Yes.
Yeah. And obviously the walk around there to the Leonardo Royal Hotels, and then we've got the Fergus Tobago up there as well. We're going to go up this way. This Origin, which is on the top floor, they've actually were open around Christmas time. They had these pods that you could dine in. So they might be closed now though. It's the San Lorenzo.
I thought that was very expensive, actually, didn't you?
Yeah, it did seem expensive when we went there. It was recommended to us by someone from South America. Can't remember which country it was, Chile or Peru. Chile, probably. And I know Jim always wants me to go up to Pappy's bar, which is just around the corner, but I know it's closed, so I'm not going to go up there, Jim. Just take it from me, Pappy's is closed. They'll be opening up later on. It's just around the corner there, and then that road, if you carry on a little bit further around, takes you eventually into Magaluf. And there are some shops open along here. There's actually 1 or 2 bars as well, and restaurants. There's the Florida restaurant, great value for money. Great food, very popular with the locals as well as with the tourists. And they've got the lights on, so they're open.
Pavements are still a mess.
Pavements here are terrible. They really do need to be sorted out because they're so up and down. Another restaurant across there is Pablo Family Foods, very similar to the Florida. They are related, I think. And well, there's quite a few people already sitting in there, just finishing their lunch or having an early tea. And then we've got places which are having work done, getting ready for the season. Just coming to the back of the CISOs where we saw the workers already getting things set up for opening. And on the other side of CISOs is this steakhouse, Viceroy's, which has been closed since before we had lockdown.
Still for sale.
The for sale sign is back up. It did disappear when we were last down, but it's still there. So a couple of different agents seem to have it. You can't imagine why
isn't it, really?
that should be closed at this time of the year, or in the season. It should be quite a busy place. It's not the only one, of course, because we'll come down here to Almeca.
CISOs could take it over and expand out here.
Yeah, maybe. Chinese open over there, and so is the supermarket. This is the grill house right next to San Matias Beach Hotel. They were having quite good deals last year, 2 for 1s. I wonder if they'll do that again. So you had your meal at a certain hour.
We had a very good 2 for 1 in England, didn't we?
At the
On the water.
On the water in Leon the Solent, which is always one of the places we'd like to go. It'd be nice if the weather was a bit nicer. It was nice
windy,
anyway.
wasn't
We
it?
had a lovely meal with the family there, and they do 2 mains for the price of 1. So
It was for Ollie's birthday.
it was for Ollie's birthday indeed. Yeah. There's some more restaurants down there that are open as well. We're going to go around this one. This is Almeca, and that one, the people who own it have never come back. I think they retired. So that one's for sale, or Traspasso. And now this is Chris's place. Change of name, change of image, change of furniture. It's looking really quite swish now.
Yeah.
And I know we've got to go in there. Lots of people tell me you got to go in. Chris is a really nice guy, and we have actually spoken to him in the past. And yes, we will do it. We will pop in. It's on our list of to-do things. We've got so many to-do things. And that's what we like. We like to have lots of things to do. It means we never get bored. We've always got something to do or somewhere to go or whatever. So someone wrote to me the other day asking me to do a video around Calabona, which is actually the other side of the island. So coming down to Palmanova is a 5-minute trip in the car for us. Going to Calabona is, well, it's at least an hour's drive each way. And
We're on holiday again there.
so yeah, if we go over there, it's over to that side of the island. We usually try and stay a few days, and that's not easy with our lifestyle because we have lots of things that go on. So commitments. So football, I suppose, is one thing that we have to organise our trips around so that we don't miss a match. Anita has her knitting.
And the gym.
She has her gym. These are on
Collecting
different
the girls
days.
from school.
We have to collect the girls from school. And I've got my Masons that I go to, and my lads' lunches, and the 41 Club, and so there's all these things that we have to fit our lives around. And try not to.
This is advertising to
any
open
of
on the
them.
1st of March. Lots of adverts.
So yeah, so 3 brothers and Iroko. Iroko, somewhere we've not been to yet. It does look very swish. And they're cleaning up and getting all the furniture ready. So it's only a few days now till they're opening. Looking good. As soon as
Very
we start,
quiet, isn't it?
yeah, well, yeah, as soon as we start to see lots of the hotels opening, then all of these shops will open up. That'll be worth their while. If the hotels are closed, the shops will close. It's a bit of swings and roundabouts. But I think we'll see in the next 3 weeks or so, I'll see lots of changes. One big question mark has always been for me is what's going to happen to the Lady Dies of old. It was very popular with the British tourists that were here because they had good music that people liked, good food, good prices, and it's not managed to take off again since the lockdown. It did open very, very briefly. I think they might have hiked the prices and cut people off, so it closed again. Let's see what happens in 2024. Oh, that's good. The last time I came down here, you saw lots of workmen doing some work, and over the last few years it's been a constant place of work. So there's a little children's park over there, and in the summertime they get some different attractions there, some maybe a merry-go-round and these bungee things that you can jump up and down on. But over the last couple of months we've been doing some more work here. There've been men working, and it's another little park that they're opening, but this time not for children. This is an adult gym, and I said good it's not open because Anita might have encouraged me to actually have to go on something. I think I'm up to it today. But you can see they've got all of these exercise machines here, and getting pretty much ready to finish off. I think, look, they've got some planters here. I think that's what that is. And once that's done, I'll be ready to have the unveiling, and I'll be able to go and do my exercises on the machines over there, and then nip across for a beer at Taylor's or Monroe's or Gelatius being the only one that's open at the moment. Taylor's is looking as though it's getting ready because it's got all the chairs outside. Monroe's is still waiting. It's having a look at the gym. They've actually got a display there to tell you what to do and how to do it. Looks like hopscotch on the floor, and then they've got a proper looking gym thing over there, and then all the machines to have a go at. Oh, I'm feeling tired already, dear. I need a rest.
Stop and have a drink in a minute. Nice to see places getting ready to open.
It's Taylor's, yeah. We had a really nice meal. We enjoyed the meal at Taylor's, didn't we?
2 years ago, I think.
Was that 2 years? Time does fly. And of course, I'm trying to lose a little bit of this weight.
So we're not going to eat out as much.
So, yeah. If you've been watching recently, we've had a couple of meals out, and but trying to cut those down a little bit and let me lose a little bit more weight. I've got quite a lot to go, but well, since I've been back from Christmas, I think I'm down about 3 kilos, which is steady. I just need a lot more of them to go before the summer.
And we walk past Tandoori Night.
Oh, yeah. We do like Tandoori Night. We haven't had some nice meals there, including our Christmas lunch, which is a little bit special. Anita's getting tempted. So, we've got to go to Tandoori Nights now. I do like the Indian food. It's one of my favourites. Oh my goodness, he's another Indian. What's this one? Indian takeaway and restaurant.
How ridiculous is this?
This is new. Oh no, it's good. Competition's good, and they do takeaways. Rajasthan. That's going to be interesting, darling. We still haven't tried the new Taste of India, which is just up from the heart. So we now have lots and lots of Indian restaurants in Palmanova. I remember the days when there just weren't any Indian restaurants, and if you found one, it was very, very expensive. The Chinese were the cheap one. Now
And they're both expensive.
yeah.
No,
I think same as everywhere else. Yeah, I think that the Indians are okay. There's Castaways, and lots of people sitting outside Castaways having an afternoon drink. Just point out the Tent Hotel right in front there, and the Hotel Bermudas, which is part of the Fergus group. Next to Castaways, Starlings, yeah, Murmurations. Next to Castaways is Il Tano. We took the girls there, we had lunch with the girls. The girls don't appear on the video. You might see the pizza, but you don't see the girls. And it's a convenient place to come with them because they can go and play in the park. It's coming up to 6 o'clock now, so the light's going to start fading soon.
We should go to this chemist here, this side.
Can do.
Say one of these, this has been taken over?
Yeah, this is Compass restaurant, which is owned by a former pupil, Peter, and he's taking a bit of a break now, and Compass is going to be taken over by Il Chiringo. Yeah. And it sounds as though there's some work going on in there. It's funny to think I've got pupils, former pupils, who are retired or in semi-retirement. Oh, it makes me feel old, but not very. Someone was pointing out on Facebook the dolphin, this one, had a for sale trespasser sign. I can't see that. So it was there a week or two ago. It's gone again, so maybe they've changed their mind, or maybe somebody's done the deal. But, just up there you've got the Reverence Mar Hotel, and they were getting ready last time we looked.
Somebody recommended this coffee and cake, didn't they?
Yeah.
Sweet. Laura and I had a pair of flip-flops from here, good value.
Oh, I didn't know you had a pair as well. Oh,
two for
pairs,
one.
two for one. Just to point out that if you're going to the Reverence Mar, just where the dolphin bar is, there is a lift. You don't have to walk up that hill. You can take the lift, get you into the hotel a little bit more quickly and easily. To have a look in this chemist up here, see how busy it is. The last time we came, there weren't many people there, but it was a mother's meeting. It seemed to take forever. This is the pharmacy.
Nobody.
Anita's got our medication. I'm just going by the Tropico again, and we can see they've stopped work. We can actually see now. I'm guessing that's all going to be a bar inside there, and a terrace. So the little mini golf thing's gone, and behind all of that, I'm guessing that's where the pool is. I think this is going to look great. And
when's it due to open?
good question. I'm sure somebody will tell us. parking meter here. You see the parking meters in Calvia, they're all shut up, so you don't have to pay for parking. And that'll happen for the next month, and then you have to pay. There's Nova e Tapa. It's one of the places we like to go. I'm sure when they're opening up. And across the road, that's McDonald's. See stadium a little bit better from down here. Live music and karaoke music, all that sort of thing out there. It does get very popular.
Seems to be a nice sunset.
Somebody on the beach there with a remote control beach buggy, I think. Yeah, it's getting towards sunset time. Beautiful view here, and I can now say that I have been to Contro Corrente, and it is a beautiful setting, nice restaurant. And the beehive's open, that's good news. Well, I think we deserve a drink after all of that walking we've done, so cheers everyone.
Cheers.
Well, a nice drink at the beehive just to finish off our walk, and well, we're just going to do a bit of shopping and then we're off home.
Just to show you this beautiful, beautiful plant here. Angel's trumpet. How beautiful is that?
That's as nice as your orchid. Don't forget to watch that video. Anyway, bye for now. See you in the next one. Bye. Well, just before we go, we've just spotted that the pizzeria across the road there is
Yes, they're
open. They've just turned all the lights on, and well, it's good to see.